day, everyone. My name is Oyelami Elizabeth. You're welcome back to Ask Professor Adeleke on PTC channel. In case this is your first time joining this platform, Ask Professor Adeleke is a platform that provides answers to questions on what to do when you're in school and after school. So in case you have questions, you can just ask your questions on the comment section or you click on the link on the bio to ask your questions. So today we have our host, our mentor, our rector, Professor Adeleke, who is going to be bringing answers to questions on this platform today. So sir, I would like you to welcome our viewers to today's show on Ask Professor Adeleke.
All right, viewers, you are welcome. Thank you for being with us.
All right, welcome. Now to the first question. What are the chances of being admitted for a master's program in the university with a 2.2 CGPA in my bachelor's degree?
Well, that's a very quick one. Generally, I'm assuming the student is talking about Nigerian university system. So really, the minimum to be admitted for master's program is second class lower, and that's about between 2.5 to 3.48 or something like that. So to having a 2.2 CGPA, really you cannot be admitted for master's degree directly. But that does not mean you cannot actually go for master's degree. You have to go through a postgraduate diploma first before you go on for your actual master's degree. That is just the thing there. You can't really be 2.2 and you cannot. You have to go through a postgraduate diploma from where you can then go on for your master's degree. Simple answer like that.
All right, thank you so much, sir. So the next question is, in a highly competitive labor market, should I focus on skill utilization for job income or job applications?
Well, as you said, in the competitive labor market, in which there are no jobs. You can say in the competitive and jobless labor market, where jobs are lacking, what should you do? I think the best thing is just to acquire as much skills as possible. Even acquire skills not directly related to your field of study. Don't be stereotyped. Don't be local. I'm an engineer. My skill must only be in engineering, not necessarily. Skills can never be a waste. So skill acquisition will be a sure tool for you in the competitive labor market that you spoke about. Applying for a job, fine if you get, but please, based of skill will make you an employee of labor, not a job applicant.
All right, thank you so much. And to the third question, considering the country's current situation, this is Nigeria, which sector offers the best prospect? This person is talking about like in terms of electrical and electronics engineering. Is it power engineering or telecommunication engineering?
Well, this is a biased question, and I will not say one is typically better than the other. It depends on you, on which side of the aisle you are. Someone who actually has seen prospect in power systems will defend power system with the last blood. Someone who has seen prospect in communication in general will likely defend it also to the last. So what I would say is just face your dreams. No course is better than the other in the sense of the word. Because there are people today who study electrical engineering. There are people today who are directing things in power systems who never studied engineering. So you can't even say, okay, which one is better, which one is not better. Face your dreams. Where do you think you know to actualize? Where do you think will give you joy, will give fulfillment? Is it power systems? Is it communication engineering? I want to believe students actually either as a graduate or a final student of electrical engineering department. So you have to actually face your dreams. Don't say, okay, one is about, don't be forced into doing any of them. Don't be coerced. And because my daddy is a telecom person, I must study telecoms. Because my mommy is a power system person, I must study power system. Don't let that be your drive. Follow your own heart. What will get me fulfilled? Is it power? All of them have the opportunities. There are wide opportunities in both sides. You have to actually follow your heart. Convince yourself. Is this. Your input of your parents could be advisory. You can't sell you, but follow your heart. What do I know more? What will I do without stress? What will not bother me if I go into it? Not necessarily what my parents want.
So, like looking at Nigeria now, is it power or telecommunication?
None is better than the other. Both of them, for example, in power system engineering in Nigeria, there are a lot of opportunities.
Okay.
Currently, the state governments are now being allowed to change their own power. Opportunities are there. Generation is there. Transmission is there. Distribution is there. The opportunity in power systems. Scale. They are talking about microgrid that is collapsing. You can bring other ideas of grid. There's microgrid. There's mini grid. That can go to states. So there are lots of opportunities actually in power. Even what of telecom? What you're experiencing today is that what you expect in telecoms? We still need more providers. We still need more service people, service companies in telecoms. We cannot overestimate, we cannot overemphasize the need, even in Nigeria.
Alright, okay, so find your niche. Both telecom and power, just go for what you want. Do power system graduates have a wider range of employability for being self-employed than communication engineering graduates, or is it vice versa?
There's none of them that has edge over the other. It depends on what you want to do. Both of them are, you can create that employability yourself by developing yourself.
We want improvement in technology and we want everything practical to us. How is this possible?
It's possible. The government of the day should be willing and ready to make our universities self-reliant. To get, most labs are empty. Most workshops lack tools. Let alone, if also lack tools, students don't have materials themselves. So how are we going to get technologically advanced without practice for our students? There's a disconnect. And that's how we can grow technologically with the absence of practicals in our schools. Right from secondary school level, I begin to introduce students to practicals. So the technology advancement, practical courses in engineering, we can't do anything without. There must be a connection, they must come together. You have that dream, that's why we can't go far. Everything is just about politics in Nigeria. To equip a lab is politics. To do this is politics. Even to apply to admit students in engineering is politics. To give them student grants is politics. How do you want to grow technologically? We study it outside, we saw how things are run. They don't look at people's faces. They don't look at your religion. They don't look at your tribe. We can do something, they encourage you. That's what happens. But here, in fact, there are people in Nigeria, young guys, young folks, who have developed very helpful devices in the past, but no support from government. So we died with them.
Aside the government even being the problem, we ourselves are not even contributing.
That's
so
the thing.
we don't want to invest. Alright, so thank you so much, Prof. Thank you for having this section with us. So any last words to our viewers?
All right, thank you for being with us today and for sharing this time with us on this channel. Be reminded, beyond the classroom, we try to teach you what is not taught in the classroom. We hope subsequently you will enjoy more of us. Thank you and have a great time.
So thank you for this wonderful section. Don't forget to ask your questions in the comment section. Like, subscribe, and please comment. Turn on the notification button too. Bye.